Hey guys, JawsTheSharkReviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Jazwares Five Nights at Freddy's Toy Bonnie action figure. So here he is, and yeah, so this is the next of the recently released Five Nights at Freddy's action figures from Jazwares. So yeah, so here is Toy Bonnie. But first, here is the packaging, and yeah, so let's get a close-up look at it right here. So as you can see, you have Freddy Fazbear giving us a little stare, and you get the FNAF logo. It's pretty much the same as what we saw last time with Toy Freddy, only now it says Toy Bonnie, and you know, it's got little shots of him. It says here glowing eyes, which, as we saw with Toy Freddy, they hardly even glow, but I guess that was during the daytime, and it is daytime right now too, so I don't know, maybe sometime I'll have to try that out at night, but in the dark, of course. But yeah, so we got that right there, Toy Bonnie in 3 different languages. Here's the back. Maybe I show? No, there's nothing really down here. So here's the back. Oh yeah, I got this from Ross. Yeah, so apparently, I mean, I saw it a little bit like sometimes at Walmart's, but I haven't really seen it like since. Like I saw it maybe once or twice this figure, but luckily one day I stopped into Ross and here they happen to have this guy, so I was like, hey, you know, why not? I think they had one of this guy and like 2 or 3 Freddy's, so I'm like, you know, yeah, I'll go get it. And it was a few dollars, just a few dollars cheaper, like maybe 2. But yeah, so we got some product shots right up here, and you get some the other figures, and yeah, that is pretty much it for the packaging. So here we have Toy Bonnie, and yeah, so let's get a close-up look at him. So yeah, I mean, he looks great, and you know, I mean, the way Jazwares have been doing their FNAF figures, I mean, they've knocked them out of the park, at least in terms of design. Again, we'll get into more of that a little bit later, what I mean about that, but yeah, you know, got the head sculpts. I mean, hey, that looks like him, you know, they got the eye textures right, and you know, his little rosy cheeks, his snout and everything, the bow tie. Yeah, it definitely works, I'd say. You know, the only problem is his tail, his ball tail, is a separate piece. So yeah, now luckily it is assembled in the packaging, but unfortunately because of that, it does stick out, I think, just a little too far. Like I really think they could have just trimmed this peg down so it wouldn't stick out as much, because I don't think that's how it looked in the game. But oh well. And he knows this thing too. You may notice this. Well, let's give that. What am I saying? And so now back to Toy Bonnie, and yeah, so here he is. And let's get a close-up look at him. So, yeah, I mean, just like as with Toy Freddy, I mean, they design-wise, they really knocked him out of the park. I mean, this, I mean, literally does look like the original game model for him. So but yeah, so let's look at the head sculpt here. Really nice, you know, you got the correct textured eyes, you know, the purple eyelids, the rosy cheeks, the snout. I think it looks good, you know, the bow tie, and his 3 toes, 4 fingers. I mean, hey, at least he does have toes and fingers, you know. And here's the back. I really hate these weird, like, I think these might be the screw holes, but like they fill them in. It just, I don't know, that kind of looks a little cheesy, don't you think? I mean, it just, like, did Toy Freddy have that too? Yeah, he did. I mean, not quite, I'm not sure if it says, I'm not sure if it says noticeable, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, at least they chose the same color plastic here, so it's not like totally obvious, but you know, to the naked eye, it's still pretty obvious. So But yeah, but overall though, I think he looks good, and he does come. Oh, he does have his little cottontail here, cottontail here. it's just a big white ball. That's all it is. And it's actually a separate accessory. Now in the packaging, it is attached, but it is removable. So if you want to take that out, you can. But you know, I don't really have a problem with it being detachable. I mean, it's kind of unnecessary, but my main problem is that I think the peg was just a little too long, because, like, I mean, that's as far as you can push it in, and you could still see the stick just a little bit, which, you know, I haven't played Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in so long, but, like, I'm very certain that it does go a little closer to his pelvis, so I don't know. It just, you know, from this even from this direction, it looks to be sticking out just a little too much. I mean, it's not right. But overall, though, I think he looks great. And of course, you'll notice it's like, wait, Jaws, why don't you talk about that big stick, that big block or whatever that's sticking out of his back? I mean, yeah, obviously that's not a really good look, but that is there for a reason, and it's the same reason that it was there for Toy Freddy. So this is basically how the figure looks normally, but if you push this thing right in here, this will happen. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, there's a jump scare feature with this guy, just like as there was on Toy Freddy. So, and to be honest with you guys, I'm not really a huge fan of these, because, you know, they really hinder the posability. We'll get into that shortly, but it just, yeah, it doesn't even look like they're scaring. Like, Toy Bonnie here just looks like he's like, hey kids, hey, eat some pizza, have some fun, go party, and more so than, you know, scaring and then killing a security guard. Like, that just, I don't know, that doesn't seem right. But you know, I guess maybe if the eyebrows, I mean, this would be impossible, but if you had the eyebrows able to move more in like an angry look, then I think it pull off the look better. But this, I don't know. That's just me though. But yeah, so anyways, now for the posability, as stated before, he is unfortunately, just like Toy Freddy, his head is unable to move. You cannot tilt it, you can't even swivel it, you can't do nothing. It's stuck in place. It's as solid as in place as like his ears. Like, it's stuck basically. So, you know, if he's going down the halls or something, you have to turn his whole body around instead of, you know, just twisting his neck. What else? His shoulders do move, unfortunately, because of how this is all engineered. It kind of deploys the gimmick, sorta. So, but there is a way where you can kind of click it around, so you could do it backwards, like that. If you do it forwards, I think you could still. No, you can't. You can't really do it forwards. You can only really move the shoulders this way. So, yeah, that's kind of a bummer. You know, that's another reason I'm not a huge fan of the gimmick. What else? His elbows do move both ways, which is a little odd, but I guess he's a robot, so it's not as gruesome. He does have a wrist swivel right here, and a little side-to-side movement here too with the wrists. So, you know, he can wave you goodbye. So, I'm trying to think what else. Okay, he does not have anything in the waist, because probably the whole gimmick, but his legs do kick back and forth. They're on ball joints, as you can see right there, the hips. And they can move in and out as well. What else? The knees do bend, only this much, but at least they bend. I think you do get a knee swivel too, yeah. And let's see, and there's a swivel here too in the ankle. I don't believe there's any ankle pivot though, but you know, it's not horrible articulation, to say it the least, but it's definitely hindered. you know, especially more in the head and torso section. It's just, not so great. Which is kind of a shame because, you know, I think a lot of people like wanted better action figures, you know, from this company compared to Funko. Which, I mean, looks wise, they definitely do. Like, the designs bear justice, and obviously they're doing the toys justice because they were never done by Funko. But you know, just to shove in these gimmicks, like, I don't know. Then again, I don't think it was made for you and me. It was probably made for a younger generation, which is alright, I guess. But you know, even if I were like 8 years old still getting this, I'd still be like, why? Just why? But oh well. So yeah. Now let's get right down to the size comparisons. So here he is with Toy Freddy, and with the Funko Five Nights at Freddy's 1 Bonnie. So there you guys have my review for the Jazwares Five Nights at Freddy's Toy Bonnie action figure. And I'd say he's a decent figure. I mean, you know, he's pretty much on par with Toy Freddy, honestly, in my opinion. I mean, it's kind of what I expected. Like, the instant I got Toy Freddy, I knew just how the other three in this whole little FNAF 2 toy animatronic lineup would be. You know, simplistic yet accurate looking figures, just with shoved in gimmicks. You know, so it's so thus hindered articulation. That's kind of what I came to expect here with Toy Bonnie as well. But you know, am I a fan of the gimmicks? Not really, but you know, I've seen worse. I've seen much worse crammed in gimmicks. Like these are nothing compared to those. I'll say that, but it is just mildly disappointing. You know, given the fact that we were given the opportunity to have a much better toy company work on the figures, because obviously Funko like really dropped the ball with theirs. But you know, and again, still much better than those, but there's still some flaws that didn't even need to be there, but they just put them in. But overall though, not a bad figure. You know, if you like Toy Bonnie or FNAF 2, I'd still go out and pick him up. He's only $10 usually, or if you go to a Ross store, you could find him for $8, but that you may have to really be lucky for that one. So yeah, so anyways guys, make sure guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of Toy Bonnie and really these Jazwares FNAF figures so far. So that's all I gotta say. So anyways guys, as always, to LOL, R1.